That's not my job. That trade happened for the future. That's not for me. Luka has to decide what he has to do with his future. He's 26. I'm 40. He can't base his career off of me. Your reaction to this quote?
Yes, I mean, all of that is true.
Yeah.
And it is true that Luka should not base his decision based on LeBron, because I know that, LeBron James, among many things, double standards he's held to, he's the only player in the league who's not allowed to get injured. It has to be some type of, it's a bit, or it's an excuse, or as opposed to a ligament strain on a hit that we all saw. But one thing that MCL sprain did remind everyone is LeBron James' basketball mortality is real. And I do think it is noteworthy that if Dave McMenamin's diagnoses of this is correct, is that LeBron was going to be in a position, had they won, where he was not able to play in a playoff game for the first time in his career. Now, would he have fought through it and played anyway? I don't know enough about MCLs. But the point I'm making is, if you're Luka, this decision has to be LeBron agnostic almost, because it is absolutely on the board that next year is the last year you play with LeBron. It is slightly on the board that a couple days ago was the last game you played with LeBron. I don't think that's I think that's incredibly unlikely, but it's not 100%. And so I think that the Luka part of this is pretty straightforward. He is going to sign an extension. He is going to sign either the 4 years, $229 million they can give him, or 3 years, $165, and that depends on whether he values hitting free agency early or more long-term security. But I would be shocked if he doesn't sign one of those deals. And he did tell Malika in that sit-down he plans to sign and stay with the Lakers. I think the only question is, are we 100% certain LeBron is? We talked about it last week. I'm 98% certain LeBron is, but I think there's this much window for maybe not.
There's no financial incentive for Luka to leave.
But listen, to leave or to wait to re-sign?
Or wait to re-sign.
So there's certainly no financial incentive to leave. Like, no team outside of the Lakers can pay him more than the Lakers if he were to want to hit free agency in a year. Unless the Lakers were like, we're not offering you the max. To wait to re-sign, I don't think so. Bobby Marks is kind of the guy I go to on that.
Yeah.
And it does not, because he's not Supermax eligible with the Lakers for this deal. I don't think there's any if you hit free agency, they can give you a bigger raise. The real question is, would he want 4 for $229 or 3 for $165? 3 for $165 is slightly less per year, but then he could sign the massive longer deal earlier.
So he's going to sign 3 for $165. Be happy.
Yes.
LeBron. You think LeBron is? I like to play in the 1% chance that LeBron leaves, just because I think it's more interesting, and I feel like we assume the Lakers are going to automatically be better next year. I just have to write that in, that they're going to get some 7-foot center. I'm just not 100% sure LeBron looks around and says the Lakers are the best chance I have of winning.
Well, I don't. Listen, he's clearly not basing this on 100% the best chance I have to win. Like, that's and and it's not because the Lakers, he doesn't have a chance to win. It's just we've seen he's had multiple opportunities to leave the Lakers. At any point, he could have signed with Giannis or Joker for the minimum, or, you know what I mean, with the Warriors for if you want to play with Steph. The reason when I talked about this last week, I had it at 0% LeBron leaves. And then I saw the Cavs lose game 1, and I'm like, okay, it's 1% now. Because the Cavs getting clocked in round 2, which I do not think is going to happen, is there a finish this where it started piece? And the reason it matters what happens with the Cavs is, with the Cavs after a 60-plus win season and all of that, if they don't even get an opportunity to see how they match up with the Celtics and then the Thunder because they can't get past the Pacers, do they have more of an appetite for it? Now, the only way that works realistically is if LeBron wants to play for less money than he's played for since he was at St. Vincent St. Mary's, and so probably not. But there is some poetry there. He obviously would fit. He obviously would help. But I think he just wants to keep playing with the Lakers. And I also think, despite this MCL injury, you're saying, why would the Lakers be better? The reason the Lakers would be better is because they have a full season of Luka Doncic. And I know you and the world right now is down on Luka Doncic, a player who 1 year ago today, we were watching carry a team that no one but me believed had any real finals aspirations all the way to the NBA Finals. Mm-hmm. And so I think that there are, at absolute worst, there's 5 players in the league better than Luka that LeBron could play with. And in my opinion, there's 2 better in the league that he could play with, and he's not going to play with either one of those guys. So I think it makes sense for him to stay there.
Here's how the series has gone. No wins, 4 losses.
Yeah.
The Knicks have scored an average of 109. The Celtics are at 125. They're in half their shots and 43% of their threes. If your name is not Cat or Jalen Brunson, who aren't shooting great from 3 to begin with, 35 is fine, I guess. Shooting 29%.
No, but that means Cat and Brunson are shooting like 40.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point, isn't it? So they are doing okay.
You care way more. We've used this thing a couple times now. That little added note.
I love it.
I don't find it that relevant.
I think it's great. Tell Josh that because he added it.
Oh, gosh darn it.
Boston is 9 points favorites, Hubs?
Yeah, 9.
Yes. Do you have an update on the Fever Brazil line that you bet?
No.
Okay, 9 points for Boston. Do they deserve to be 9-point favorites?
Yeah. I mean, they're rested, they're at home, they're the better team, all of it. Yeah. I'm gonna throw something at you here.
Ooh. Here we go.
It's a must-win for the Knicks.
Probably.
You agree?
Yeah, you go 0 for 5.
Because it's not a must-win for them to be able to be, like, competitive in the series. But if they want to pull off what, to me, would be a shocking upset, like, this would be truly, I understand the Knicks are similar dogs in the series as the Nuggets are to the Thunder, and similar to what the Pacers were to the Cavs.
But all the seeding is, I've thrown out the window now.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about in Vegas with the series lines, what the Pacers were to the Cavs. But neither one of those underdogs winning, to me, would be shocking. It'd be surprising if the Nuggets beat the Thunder, but it's like, Jokic could do it.
Yep.
We've never seen the Cavs make the conference finals without LeBron James on their roster, I think, in the history of their franchise, even in the Halcyon Craig Elo days. And so it wouldn't be shocking if they lose. It would be shocking if the Knicks clipped the Celtics, even though they built their whole offseason around being able to beat the Celtics. And in order to do that, they have to win tonight. They have to win tonight.
So what's the path to win?
So,
I'll tell you the normal path against any other team. Jalen shows that he's not a star, he's a superstar. But here's what Jalen has done against the Celtics. Had 27 points in overtime, they obviously lost. He had 22 points, they lost by 13. He had 36, they lost by 26. He had 24, and the Knicks lost by 23. So what's a reasonable number you want from Jalen?
Oh, I don't think the answer is Jalen Brunson scores 40.
So what's their path?
Their path is what they planned for when they built this team. To get 28 from Jalen, 22 from Cat, 20 from Mikal Bridges, 18 from OG, 14 from Josh Hart, and 8 off your bench. I don't know what that math is. That sounds like a lot of points.
Yeah, that would be.
I mean, that's the Celtics plan. I understand Tatum just scored 36.
Yeah.
It averaged 36 or something crazy at the end of that series. But the Celtics plan for en route to the championship last year was exactly what I just described.
I know, but the Celtics players are better than their counterparts in the blue uniforms.
No, that's why Yeah, that's why they're the favorites. My point is the Knicks built a team under those auspices that can Jalen Brunson be, for a series, as good as Jason Tatum or close? Probably not. But
okay,
that's
so probably. So yeah, that's
okay.
right off the bat. Probably not.
Okay, can Karl Anthony Towns be better than Jaylen Brown in the series? Absolutely, he
probably
can.
not, but maybe.
I mean, I think Karl Anthony Towns is a more accomplished player than Jaylen Brown. I don't think
one guy's got Finals MVP, but maybe.
That's fair.
Sure.
Absolutely, you would think
they could go. They both average 25 points a game.
Right, that's a draw. And
sure.
then it's like,
defense.
Hey, can Mikal Bridges outplay Derek White? Can OG outplay Kristaps? Like, that's I'm just telling you, when they put the team together and made the trades, it was with this series in mind, with that idea. With all that said, I think the key might be Tibbs picking someone, not Mitchell Robinson, because Mitchell Robinson's going to play your backup center minutes. But someone, whether it's Deuce, who I just don't know if you can play because I don't know if he can guard in the series. The problem is all their bench guys are going to have trouble guarding in the series, whether it's Deuce or Cam Payne or Shaman or whomever. They're going to have to let a couple of those bench guys get real minutes. Because your only hope for this series against Boston is that it's going to be a long series and somehow, you know what I mean? You hit 3-point variance in one game, wear them down in another. You got no hope in that if in game one you're playing your starters 42 to 44 minutes each. Yeah. So he's got to give some of these bench guys a try.
But we started with tonight might be a must-win, so you might as well go full J.J. Redick here.
No, I wouldn't.
To win.
I wouldn't do that. I think it's going to be hard. The Celtics are probably the best team.
You got that.
I've been there all year, buddy.
Cleveland!
What are we doing?
Cleveland!
Hey, guys. He's not here. What are we doing?
It's the tease.
Yeah, I get it.
I didn't realize we were teasing.
Yeah. What'd you think they were doing?
I thought after you said the Celtics were the best team.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.